We conclude Week 10 weekend action here this evening in Raleigh, North Carolina, as the Carolina Skyhawks play host to the Jacksonville Kings. Good evening, everybody. I am Mike Daggs, and with me in the booth is Rochelle Colston. With us keeping track of stats, Ike McBride and Stephen Hacker. You are watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. Rochelle, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Mike. We have a North Division matchup. Carolina's number 4th in the East, and Jacksonville's number 5th. I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
East, not North.
One of those divisions. There's several, and they all point different directions. This one's heading east. Yeah, we got an East Division matchup. Listen, this is the 20th and final time that these two franchises will face off. It dates all the way back to 2015. August 17th of 2015 to be exact. Season 5, when these two franchises were known as something different. It was the Honolulu Legends versus the Tallahassee Pride. So many years ago, and the battle between these two concludes tonight in their 20th and final meeting here in Raleigh. It's sure to be a great one. I'm looking forward to it. How is it going to conclude? Well, as Matt Wilson would say, there's only one way to find out, and that's on the field. So we'll get down to the field, get this one started, where Jacksonville will start off on offense, and that kick goes right out of the back of the end zone. So coming out onto the field is O.J. Bruin, the Jacksonville Kings quarterback. Thrown for 1,100 yards this season. Only a couple of touchdowns, though, Rochelle, and 13 picks. That's been kind of the kryptonite of this team, is those turnovers.
Yeah, both quarterbacks have had a couple of interceptions from the season. I think a lot of quarterbacks have, actually.
3 receivers set to get the game started. Bruin will throw. Pressure all the way in his face there. Has to unleash the ball a little quick. Tried to connect with Connor Weston. That pass is incomplete. Let's roll through the starting offense for the Kings. O.J. Bruin is the quarterback. The halfbacks are Sean Sanders and Shepard Vicarian. The wide receivers are King Alexander, Joe Beasley, Kingston Ellington, and Connor Weston. The tight ends, Jim Copeland Jr. and Dot Williams. Totally unrelated. I almost adopted a cat named Dot today, but I digress. Second down and 10. Bruin to throw again. Has time, throws deep down the field, and that one is incomplete. Tried to connect with Jim Copeland Jr. Brings up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, that time he had all day to throw the ball. Well defended. We had 3 defenders in the area. You gotta catch those.
3rd down for this offense. Converting 3rd downs on about 46% of their 3rd down attempts. Bruin has time again. Uncorks it down the middle, and that one is batted away and incomplete. So 3 passes, all incomplete, no yards gained, and their opening drive comes to a quick close.
Definitely, that's the way you wanted to start out the game, with a 3 and out. Just give the ball to Carolina with a nice punt here. You should get pretty good field position on the punt.
Jordan Bradshaw on the punt for the Kings. Kick drops down at Carolina's own 45-yard line, and they'll return it for a gain of 3 up to the 48. And Matt South will come out onto the field now and lead the Carolina Skyhawks offense. He's had a little bit more productive season than his counterpart over on Jacksonville's squad. 138 completions on 244 attempts, about 1,600 yards, completing 56% of his passes, 6 touchdowns, 12 picks. Most of those stats are all top 10 in the league, some of which are even top 5. So having an impressive run. It's going to start with a pitch to Ike McBride. Speaking of people with top 5 stats, number 1 in the league in carries, now with 164 on the season, 578 yards after just losing that one. That's number 1 in the league and number 4 in the league, respectively. She's got 6 touchdowns on the season. That's top 7. So the offense heavily goes through Ike McBride's rushing abilities. Pass by South over the middle is complete to the wide receiver with one of the best names in the league, Christian Bacigalupi, with the catch.
And that's just, great route. Nice receiver, wide open middle of the field. Attacking the middle of the field, I like that.
Gets our first down of the ball game and puts them into Jacksonville territory. First down and 10 from the 37. Another rushing play, this one to their other halfback, Harish Prasad. And let's roll through the starting offense for Carolina. The quarterback, Matt South. You just saw Harish Prasad, the halfback, and we saw Ike McBride earlier on. Hattori Hanzo is the fullback. Chase Earl, Riley Quintero, the Chris Curtis, and Christian Bacigalupi are the wide receivers. And Vince DeSantis is the tight end. Second down and 7 from the 34. Ike McBride gets her second carry of the ball game. No gain on the play. Kate Palmer, Ricky Rigatoni, and Chris Cross are the left tackle and the two guards, respectively, on this offensive line. Third down and 7. South to throw. And connects over the middle. Riley Quintero getting involved on the action.
And that's Matt South's favorite target, Mike. That's a 38th catch of the season. Close to 500 yards.
Yeah, absolutely. Top 20 in the league in receptions with those 38 catches. First down and 10 for Carolina. It's been a good opening drive for them so far. They started off in good starting field position and moving down the field just outside of the red zone. Three receivers set. McBride gets another carry. Gains another yard.
Brings kind of a rough start for McBride tonight, Mike. I mean,
yeah,
Jacksonville's doing a good job at containing her so far. That's be a key for Jacksonville winning tonight, is containing her.
Starting defense for Jacksonville, Taekwon Hale, P. Fudor, and Logan Gardner are the defensive linemen. John Martin, Dallas Knowles, John Patrick Levine, and Tigga Clay are the linebackers. Pass towards the end zone is caught for a touchdown. Hashtag throw it to the tight end. Vince DeSantis gets some points on the board for the Skyhawks.
Not only the 16th catch, Mike, and what a time for your 16th catch to come. Touchdown right away.
Carolina strikes first and gets out to an early lead here from Raleigh. Extra point try from Malone Brown. Forthcoming. Extra point is up and good. Carolina out in front, 7-0 after a 7-play, 51-yard drive, taking just under 3 minutes off the clock. If you are new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. Where have you been? The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL both on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Another touchback for Jacksonville, and Bruin will come back out onto the field with the Jacksonville offense. Rochelle 0 for 3 on their opening drive.
I like to see Jacksonville establish their run game here. Their passing game, needs to settle down.
A lot of their run game going through Shepard Vicarian, and this carry goes to just him as he is able to get back to the line, but that's it. Vicarian, 459 yards on the season, top 10 in the league, averaging just under 4 yards per carry. But his first carry of the ball game goes for nothing. Bruin hands it off to Vakarian again. Gets his head taken off, but gains 2 on the attempt.
A great stop by outside linebacker Mojo McLean. Linebackers are doing a really good job out there on the running backs.
Another third down coming up, at risk of going 3 and out quickly on back-to-back drives. Effective pass here from Bruin, and there is. Can he connect on this one? No, that one is broken up as well. 4 passes in a row, all incomplete. Connor Weston, his intended target, and Liam Price back out onto the field to punt.
And so Matt South went 3 for 3. O.J. Bruins 0 for 4.
A difficult start for Jacksonville. Price standing back at his own 7-yard line. First punt barely made it across midfield. This one goes a little bit further. Fair catch called for back at the 40-yard line, and that is where the Skyhawks will take back over on offense. So Carolina 3-5 on the season. They're coming off a victory in week 9 over the Portland Fleet. They won that game convincingly, 23-6, a 17-point win, which broke a 2-game skid. They had lost 2 in a row, and we're looking to stop that bleeding. They did, and they're looking to get their second back-to-back win on the season potentially tonight, if things keep going their way. South to McBride. Well defended so far by Jacksonville. A loss of 1 on the play.
Right now, Eichmann provides 4 carries for -1 yards.
I am sure she'll get that turned around at some point tonight. Averaging about 3.5 yards per carry on the season. South over the middle. That one is incomplete. His first incompletion of the night. He'd gone 3 for 3, now 3 of 4. Third down and long coming up for the Skyhawks.
Our first sighting of Chris Curtis.
We can see him, but can he see us? That's the question.
It's terrible.
I'm sorry. South. I don't think he saw the football on that one. South has time. Pocket collapsing, though, deep down the left-hand side. And that one, he saw that ball, Rochelle. Saw it, caught it, hauled it in. First down, Skyhawks.
And Matt South could have made a lunch-handed stack, all day to throw the ball.
Had all kinds of time in that pocket.
You can't leave Curtis that wide open. I'm sorry, it's going to make you pay every time.
Roy Towers getting the tackle, but not before a big Carolina third down conversion. They get a fresh set of downs at the Jacksonville 35, about midway through quarter number 1. Ike McBride getting some positive yardage on the day. That one good for a carry of 7.
Eventually she get more than a yard. Those legs just keep moving forward.
The secondary for Jacksonville, K Magic, Havo Ramsey, Bernard Gooden, and Roy Towers. Those are the corners. Young Vaught and Justin Andalus is the free safeties. Alex Bond and Dylan Bamsler are the strong safeties. Harish Prasad gaining a couple of yards, sets them up with a 3rd and short.
Yeah, I think we'll see Eichmann ride one more time here.
That's what I would do. I think she's good for a yard. I know, she's had some difficult runs earlier on in the game, but you can usually count on her for a yard there. Or maybe a quick handoff to Hattori Hanzo. It'll go to McBride. She gets the first and a little bit more. Fresh set of downs.
And Carolina's moving the ball nicely.
First down and 10 from the Jacksonville 22. South has only missed on 1 pass so far tonight, 4 of 5 for 75 yards and a touchdown. Prasad with another carry, his 3rd of the game. That one stuffed for a 1-yard gain.
And we still haven't seen Hattori Hanzo get a carry yet.
Three receivers, a tight end, and a running back in the formation. Ball is handed off and wrapped up behind the line is McBride. She'll lose 2 on the play. Tackle for a loss by Clay. 3rd and 11.
That time she got hung up on her own tackle.
Happens to Ray Bentley a lot, too.
Yep.
Just runs right into his offensive lineman and says, I'm good back here. I'm just going to stare at this guy's back. Yeah, keep me safe. South to throw his 6th pass of the day. Has all kinds of time and finds his target downfield. Chase Earl sets the Skyhawks up with a 1st down and goal.
Welcome to the game, Chase Earl. The 20-yard reception. I mean, what a route. I mean, he was like all by himself. The defenders were in the end zone.
1st and goal from the 2. Carolina looking to get a 2-touchdown lead here in the 1st quarter. I formation for the Skyhawks. South, quick pass, end zone, touchdown, Skyhawks. They find Christian Bacigalupi for the touchdown.
You just like saying his name, Mike.
I do. It's just fun. He used to be a tight end, too, and that made it even more fun. But, you know, it's all right. He's still there. I can still say the name. Bacigalupi for 6.
So Carolina comes out here on their first 2 possessions, scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. A 7-play, 52-yard drive, and this one going for double digits. As we'll see the drive summary there. 10 plays, 61 yards, 3.5 minutes off the clock. So, Rochelle, it's not even just the, getting the touchdowns, but they're also chewing some clock up here, too. Obviously, very early on in the ball game, but, both drives averaging out to about 3 minutes apiece. It's good, efficient use of the offense.
And considering Jacksonville's only had the ball a little over a minute.
Well, they haven't even had a 1st down yet. That's
part
of the problem.
And they keep starting off on their, from their own 20.
Yeah, right at the 20. And they do so again for their 3rd drive.
I mean, Carolina's definitely winning the field positioning tonight for sure.
Their drives have both started. I mean, the first one started almost at midfield, and then their second one started at their own 40. So they've had some short fields to work with.
Nice.
And finally we see Jacksonville getting some positive yardage. Shepard Vicarian gets a carry of about 10 and a 1st down on the first carry of this drive.
Maybe that's an inspiring run there by Vicarian. Just jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Two receivers down to the bottom. Bruin changing the play at the line. And sends Connor Weston in motion up to the top. Going back down to the ground game, this time going to Sean Sanders. Back not used quite as much as Vicarian, but has about a 1/3 of the amount of carries as Vicarian does on the season. Averages over 3 yards per carry. Looked like he had some good speed there.
Yeah, I mean, I like that Jacksonville's now establishing their run game and be able to open up their passing game a little bit more.
Yeah. Bruin still has yet to find a reception on this day, but Vicarian getting another 1st down carry. So 3 and out on both of the opening 2 drives, and now a pair of 1st downs on this one.
Definitely, they're doing it with their run game.
One minute to go in the first quarter. Offset I formation for the Kings. Bruin hands it off again, and once again, the run game is doing good. Sean Sanders with a 6-yard pickup.
Nice little rollover over the defender to pick up that extra yard.
That little rollover got him into Carolina territory. So everything's gone Carolina's way so far in this one, but if they can get a touchdown, they're right back in the game, cutting it back down to a 1-score advantage.
Yeah, we still have lots of time left in the game.
Oh, yeah. Vicarian.
Look at this.
3 first-down carries for Shepard Vicarian, all on this drive. 3 for 3, like his jersey says.
If I was Jacksonville, I would keep running until he stopped me.
Yeah, pretty much. Bruin struggled on his pass attempts, so, hey, if the run game's getting it done, use it. Both backs currently averaging over 5 yards per carry. Last play of the first quarter, Bruin will throw and finds his first connection through the passing game tonight. Kingston Ellington gets a pickup of 4, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. All Carolina so far, but Jacksonville on the move. You're watching the Simulation Football League, sponsored by APM Music on YouTube. I can't speak. Aerial coverage of today's game provided by Dags DroneWorks, aerial photography and videography services for real estate, events, marketing, and more. Learn more at dagsdroneworks.com. See, I can read that okay. It's just other things not so much. Beautiful look at downtown Raleigh, North Carolina. A crisp evening down here. I'm Mike Daggs. She's Rochelle Colston. We've got Ike McBride and Stephen Hacker on stats. Cameron Irvine, our producer, back at SFL Studios. Second quarter about to get underway as they flip sides of the field and get this next quarter started. Going to stick to the run game. Vicarian pick up a few more, sets him up with a 3rd down and 2. So far, Rochelle, the stats tell the story. 14-0 Carolina, and that's why they're getting it done in the yardage game.
I mean, this run game of Jacksonville is pretty impressive.
Well, they've only got 4 passing yards, so hopefully the run game can keep it going for them. So they get another first down on the ground, and Sanders did not want to go down.
Well, I mean, you keep running the ball, you keep Carolina's offense off the field, which is very important right now, because they seem to be very hot offensively. And you're moving the ball down the field very methodically at this point.
First down and 10 from the 30.5. Bruin rolling out to the left, trying to buy time, decides to take off. He fumbles it. Picked up by Vicarian right off the bounce. And no harm, no foul. Nothing gained, nothing lost. 2nd down and 10.
That was scary and wild at the same time.
It was indeed.
Oh, look, a handoff.
Yeah, just that's exactly how they drew it up. I'd love to see the play art on that play. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll out to the left. We're going to wait till we get hit. I'm going to toss it backwards. You'll be right there. You catch it, and then run for nothing. Ready, break. 2nd down and 10. Bruin to throw.
Ooh.
Connects once again short over the middle to Kingston Ellington. That one actually goes for no gain. Danny Carmichael in chat says, whoa, right place, right time for that recovery. Nice hands. I should have called that the nice hands catch. A missed opportunity. It was really nice hands, though. You know, they could have ended this drive, which still has some scoring potential here. Bruin to throw. Can't afford a sack, though. Gets the ball off and finds a target deep over the middle. Joe Beasley getting his first catch of the ball game, and it's a big one.
And good job by the offensive line protecting O.J. Bruin there, giving him time to find an open receiver. Ooh, the middle of traffic.
Big first down for Beasley. Big gain on that play. First down and 10 from the 12. Bruin, end zone, touchdown, Kings.
Wow. So we go run, and then the passing game just opens up and finds this receiver in the middle of the end zone. Nice pass.
Started out 0 for 4 since that time. Is now 4 of 8. And a touchdown. So got some things turned around there.
Definitely.
And got the touchdown on the board. Which is great for the Kings. You know, down 2 scores, you gotta get things figured out and get a nice long sustained drive. They did so right there. 12 plays, 79 yards. That one took almost 5 minutes off the clock. And they're right back in it.
Flipping the script as far as time of possession.
Yeah, because their first 2 drives really did them no favors. I think it was a combined minute 10 off the clock on their first 2 drives. And, you know, meanwhile, Carolina has chewed up about 6 full minutes of their own. So, yeah, now they're about even. So Matt South back out onto the field. 6 of 7 on the day. Just shy of 100 yards. 2 passing touchdowns, though, has kept things clean. Neither rushing attack has really gotten going too much. Obviously, on that last drive, Jacksonville's did quite well, adding about 50 yards to that drive, in fact. So I take that back. They're doing quite well. Ike McBride gained 6 there. See if Carolina can get their run game going.
Well, they're off to a good start. I mean, 6 yards on first down. Pretty good pickup.
I agree. 2nd down and 4. Pitch down to Prasad. Stiff arms the defender. Almost gets there. Sets up a 3rd down and inches. And tries to cheat a little bit right there. We saw you.
But put the ball across the line. Does that count?
Yeah, let me just set it over here. Maybe they won't notice.
Harish.
Third down and inches. Jacksonville trying to get them off the field. McBride hit in the backfield by Tyquan Hale, but she drags him forward across the line to gain and gets the first down.
That's a big man to be on your back and you carry him down the field. Let's stretch out those legs with Ike McBride.
Five wide look on first down. Trips down to the bottom. South to throw. Dumps it down over the middle. Quintero. Wow. Gets the catch. Gets some yards after catch. 2nd and 1.
And that was a nice little play after the catch to move forward with the defenders draped on you.
Not easy to do. Split backs now on 2nd down. McBride stiff arms the defender down to the turf and gets the first down. John Martin tried to make the tackle, but McBride said, "No, that's not happening. I got a first down to get first."
Carolina's doing a good job of mixing their plays up. Run, with their run and then the pass. Keeping their defense on their toes, definitely.
Prasad, the self-proclaimed real running back on the team, gained 6 on that first down pickup.
Yeah, converted from wide receiver this season.
McBride with another carry. That one actually spotted for a gain of 2. It looked like that might have only been 1 or even no gain, but
I thought it was no gain, but
yeah,
we're not on the field.
The refs giveth and the refs taketh away. That time they giveth. Unless you're the Kings, in which case they taketh away. 3rd and 2. McBride picks up the first down easily and is wrapped up and brought down by Roy Towers. First down and 10. Are you liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Minor League just a matter of weeks away. I'd tell you exactly how many, but I don't remember off the top of my head. South throws down the right sideline. That one's nearly picked off. Havel Ramsey had his hands on the ball. Couldn't haul it in, though. The rookie unable to get the pick. Second down.
That was a dangerous pass. Almost like he was throwing it to the defender there for a minute.
Definitely had that one right in stride with Ramsey, but unable to haul it in. 3 wide and a tight end. And, of course, Ike McBride, who picks up 5, setting it up for a third and more manageable 5 yards. 4 minutes to go here in the first half of action. Rochelle, feels like the game's just been cruising right along. A lot of runs keeps the clock going.
It's definitely no penalties and pretty clean game.
Now 18 passing attempts combined between these two teams. That one is incomplete. Chris Curtis stops the clock. Meanwhile, on the rushing side of things, about 25 to 30 carries between all the various backs. There's been 5 different players, counting OJ Bruin, who have had a rush so far tonight. That one brings up a 4th down and 5. And Rochelle, from their 33-yard line, they're going to punt this one away. Not even going to try a field goal.
I find that odd. And you see sometimes where they go for it, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, and this is a very short punt. Gonna let it drop at the 20.
Ooh,
oh, look at it rocket down towards the 10. Oh, very favorable bounce for the Skyhawks. Great punt.
And Jacksonville just can't get a break when they're starting field position today.
First down and 10 for the Kings from their own 10. Both teams averaging about 50 yards on the ground so far in this one. Carolina really got their running game turned around on that last drive. Shepard Vicarian that time goes right for the line. And that's it. Second down.
It was only a matter of time before Ike McBride got going. We just had to wait for it to happen.
Four down lineman for the Skyhawks. Bruin all the way back to his own goal line. Checks it down. Gets that to Dot Williams, who gains 2. That'll be a 3rd down and 8. And it would really behoove them to try to get that first down here. They're backed up way in their own territory, and Carolina would end up getting that great field position that they were enjoying after the first couple of drives.
And that time he ran 20 yards sideways to get a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, it was a lot of yards run for a very short gain. 5 wide on this 3rd down attempt. Five-step drop, quick pass, into coverage, but hauled in. Connor Weston with the catch. And Jacksonville keeps the ball and keeps the drive going.
And Connor Weston laid his body out with the middle of the defenders. That was a scary pass to me, Mike.
Yeah, anytime you throw it into coverage like that, I mean, I count them. I'm looking at the replay. There was
triple.
4. Yeah, well, there was actually 4 Skyhawks around him, and then 2 more in relatively close proximity. Yeah, that's you're lucky to complete those. 3 receivers, 2 running backs. The pitch to Vicarian. Oh
boy!
Absolutely stiff arm. Danny Stinson just shoved him right to the ground and gets the first down. That's some tough running.
Danny Stinson can't believe it. He's just shaking his head. Ooh, pushed him to the ground.
Yep. Wow. First down and 10. And Carolina thinks that I saw that on the replay. It looked like he may have stepped out of bounds. But we're going to take a retroactive look at this play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at goretroid.com. I think he might have stepped out just a little bit short. Right here. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was good yard or so short.
And thank goodness that flag doesn't weigh anything, because it'd be like a big old hole in the ground as angry as somebody zooming through that flag.
You know, it's something about this league. The coaches, they just get so gosh darn mad when they have to challenge a play that all of them power spike the challenge flag into the turf. There's divots on the side of Estadio Matt Wilson's field where Ramos Lynn just power spikes that flag into the ground. And it's actually become a bit of a tripping hazard. So, you know, sometimes if you see a running back just randomly go down when running on the Mexico City side of the field, that's why.
Strategy.
Yep, that's it. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the big chess match. Offset eye on 2nd down and 2. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, Vicarian sidesteps and gets the first down. What a move by Vicarian to stay on his feet and get the yardage back that he lost after that challenge. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back and forth we go. Carolina still out in front and in possession of the football. Excuse me, no, Jacksonville's got possession of the football, looking to tie this thing up. Three receiver set. Ball is going to be handed back off to Vicarian again. He'll pick up 5. They're not going to be in any particular hurry here, Rochelle.
No, I take those 5 yards on first down every time.
Yeah, if you average 5 yards per carry, that's going to lead to some success. You got Dot Williams lined up at the fullback position. Sean Sanders back there dotting that I. Sanders will get the handoff. Oh, nice block set up by Williams. Allows Sanders to get forward for the first.
Yeah, both of these backs are having a really good night so far, Mike. I mean, Sanders is averaging 6.6 yards a carry right now.
Yeah, they really are. And I like Sanders' speed. Just a little bit of a change of pace. It seems like Vicarian's a little bit more of a power back. Sanders just, well, that's Vicarian with good speed there too. Shows what I know. Nice pickup of about 8, I believe, 2nd down.
Well, I think it's a difference in size. That's why it looks faster. I mean, one's 5'7", one's 6'2".
Yeah. That is quite the size gap. Yeah, Sanders just looks faster because it's just speedy little fella. No offense.
Like Tito out there.
No offense on the little fella comment. The last time I was 5'7", I was in the 3rd grade. 3rd down and 2
reminds me
coming
of Tito. You hide behind the lineman, you can't really see him.
Yeah, he can hide behind the lineman's leg. Third down and 2 coming up. Short drop, quick throw. That one is incomplete, and it'll bring this drive to a close. Rochelle on 4th and 2 with the way that this run game's been performing. I would have liked to see that get handed off there. Outside of field goal range, they're not going to get anything out of this now.
I know you mean you're trusting your backs all night long. They're averaging 5 yards a carry. I definitely
would. Don't look now. O.J. Bruin's still out on the field with this offense.
I am shocked.
I am too. I don't think they're going to run it here. I think they're going to try to get it through Bruin's hands, and they are. He's 50% completion on the night. That one's nearly picked off. Turnover on downs, and with less than a minute to go, Carolina, once again, is going to get great starting field position.
Wow, I don't know about that. I think I definitely would have ran the ball, and you're lucky it wasn't going the other way. Davison Joseph was right there.
Yeah, and he's definitely known to get a pick or two in his day. He's got 37 interceptions on his career, 2 of which have gone for touchdowns. And I think if he had gotten that one, Rochelle, that would have been touchdown number 3 on his career. But either way, Now Carolina's got great starting field position, so not only will Jacksonville not be tying it up on this drive, now Carolina's got the opportunity to once again make it a 2-score ball game.
They got 3 timeouts, too.
We're going to start with Ike McBride just tunneling forward. And in no particular hurry, though, so that's interesting.
I mean, they do have a 7-point lead. I wouldn't take any risky chances here.
Yeah, I'd be telling Jordan Sipe, all right, uncork it deep. We need yards. Let's go. Then it would get picked off, and I'd look like an idiot. 2nd down and 7. They're going to go back down to the ground. Harish Prasad.
Now we call it timeout.
There we go. Yeah, timeout. See if they can regroup on 3rd down.
Sometimes I just wonder, the timeouts to me are called the weirdest times. But I'm not out there coaching, so.
Rochelle Colston getting her first win for the Lycans yesterday. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. A long time coming for sure.
It's a good feeling, though, to finally see that 0 drop off out of the win column. Ooh. Oh, look at that painful sack. Tyquan Hale. He's been doing it a long time and gets another one there to shut that drive down in painful-looking fashion.
And to me, I mean, I don't think Matt South really saw him either.
I don't know how you can't. He's 6'4", 290 pounds. But, yeah, I don't think he saw him.
That had to hurt.
I would agree. 137.5 sacks on Tyquan Hale's 13-season career. The 4-time All-Star player, top 3 in the league in all-time sacks. That'll bring that drive and the half to a close. Carolina out in front, 14-7 over the visiting Jacksonville Kings. And Rochelle, we saw a lot of running in that first half. Your thoughts on the first half of action so far?
Well, Jacksonville started off kind of slow in their first 2 possessions. Carolina looked absolutely hot. I mean, they went out and scored 2 touchdowns on 2 possessions. And then their offense kind of fizzled out. It's like, should be interesting in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm interested to see if they stick to the run game, if they try to, get the passing game going a little bit more. O.J. Bruin, 6 of 13 for about 50 yards and a touchdown in the first half. But on the rushing side, they've got 15 carries and trying to do some quick maths here about, 82 yards between the two. So they're averaging over, 5 yards per carry on the ground, and the passing game's just not really working for them too well. Their best, their leading receiver so far is Joe Beasley, who's got 18 yards. That's it on 1 catch. Meanwhile, on the other side of the field, Matt South, 7 of 10 for 107 yards. He's got 2 passing touchdowns, spreading the ball around quite a bit as well. No receiver on either side of the field has more than 3 receptions. Nobody on Carolina even has more than 2. So we'll see what this second half brings. And should be an exciting conclusion to this game throughout these next 2 quarters. 1-score ball game as Carolina goes to take over and get things started here for the second half of action. Meanwhile, back at SFL Studios, we've got Cameron Irvine. He's got a game break update for us. Cameron Irvine, what do you got?
Thanks, Mike. Watch this play from Vancouver. 14-10, Indy up by 4 in the third. Christian Brown to Kendra Wells, who breaks away from 2 and is gone. A 75-yard touchdown. The previous longest pass of the season for Vancouver, 37 yards. Vancouver's up 17-14, but Indy just tied it at 17 late in the third. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Cam. For those of you following along the Matt Wilson Weekly Kickoff Show that Gerald Smith and I do each week, you'll know that this particular week we got all tied up with our weekly picks. We're both 15-11 on the season. And, Gerald lost 1 game earlier, and I picked Vancouver, and he picked Indianapolis. So let's hope I go 2-0 on this week, and he loses both. 2nd down and 3 after that pickup of 7 for Carolina.
You both are so competitive.
He's gonna lose. Maybe. Listen, if Indy wins and we go, we only did 2 picks this week. Usually we do 3. If we go 1-1, I will still be tied. This is no good. Oh, young Vought with a punishing hit on Prasad. And with his injury history, I'm glad to see him pop back up.
I'm glad you said it, not me.
Listen, at least once per Carolina game. Only once. I won't do it again until he actually gets hurt. Split backs now in the backfield. I still have a picture of an injured Harish Prasad on my phone. Why? I don't know. It's a little weird.
I think everybody does.
Of course. A memorable moment at the second SFL convention. Talk about the convention just a little bit, but second ever SFL convention in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to say it was like the first play of the game, at least Harish Prasad's first catch of the game, and down he goes. All excited to watch this player live in person. Dead.
It was my first game of my career.
Ike McBride with a pickup of 1, 3rd down and 7. Jacksonville still desperately hoping to get this ball back without surrendering more points. They want to keep it a 1-score ball game and try to get their team back in it.
Good trips. Punch.
South looks to throw, and down he goes. Sacked again. The pressure keeps getting there tonight, Rochelle, and this time it comes from Dallas Knowles, the inside linebacker, getting the sack and ending this drive.
That's a big linebacker. I thought it was a defensive tackle.
I did too. I saw especially because I saw number 99, and I looked
too.
over at our list of defensive linemen. I'm like, where is this gigantic man? Oh, he's the inside linebacker, Dallas Knowles. I knew that. Punt goes back to the 18-yard line. And return for a few up to the 27. Nice pickup of about 9 on the return. And O.J. Bruin will make his first appearance of the second half. 6 of 13 in the first half, about 50 yards. And a touchdown. Neither quarterback, I don't know if I want to say,
Clean game, Mike. Just say clean game.
Yeah, it's a clean. There you go. Thank you, Rochelle. You bailed me out there. You knew exactly where I was going, and you're like, don't do it.
Jacksonville's got their best starting field position of the night, Mike.
They sure do. All the way up at their own 27-yard line. Offset I formation. Dot Williams in at fullback. Oh, and there's a fumble, and it's picked up by Carolina. They take over.
Oh, that's disastrous for Jacksonville, and Carolina's in field goal range already.
Absolutely.
What happened there?
Oh,
wow.
Just a 1-2 punch there. Danny Stinson coming in first, and
He got hit in the chest, he got hit in the legs, and the ball just went.
And Brandon Spoon, one of the backup linebackers, coming in to help force that fumble. So first down and 10 for Carolina from the Jacksonville 27, and they quickly move right up to the edge of the red zone with a 9-yard pickup by Chris Curtis.
Chris is having a pretty good night so far, too. It's just a reception. Actually, all the Carolina receivers have had touches tonight.
They sure have, yeah. They've spread the ball around to everybody. The only one without any sort of touch of any sort, Hattori Hanzo.
His job is to block, Mike.
And there he is blocking. Unable to help on that play, though. 3rd down and 1.
He accepts his role. Here's some mileage calling for ruby shoes. Referring to Ike McBride there.
The very, very red shoes. Ruby Shoes gets it and gets the first down. Good call out by Sudo Nakai. And a good carry by Ike McBride.
Carolina's in business now.
First down and 10 from the 14. Prasad with a nice carry up the middle. Untouched for the first few yards.
No!
I didn't do it. It wasn't. I just
I'm crying.
I apologize, Harish. I didn't mean to well, down goes Harish. It's good to see him on his feet. And he looks angry in the chat.
Are you
I don't blame him.
serious?
Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Kamish, for the assist there. Second down and 3. Oh, no. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Ike McBride gets the first down. First down and goal from the 2. Chris Delarose says that Prasad did not eat his Wheaties today. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say that I'm going to blame the breakfast cereal. It's not my fault. It's Wheaties' fault. Or
No, he had biscuits instead, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Or corned beef and cabbage. It is St. Patrick's Day after all. I had my, touchdown for the Skyhawks.
Backup.
Yeah, well, when Harish Prasad is out, the backups will play. Touchdown for the Skyhawks, and they extend their lead. Sam Gash, the backup fullback of all people. It could have been Hattori Hanzo, but he needed a breather.
I'm surprised the backup doesn't have an Italian name like the rest of their backups do.
High snap, hauled in. Extra point is up and good. Carolina extends their lead 21-7 after a 6-play drive. So, Rochelle, we mentioned the second ever SFL convention where Harish also happened to get injured. But I lost count on how many conventions we've had, but the 2024 SFL convention is headed to South Shore Harbor Resort in League City, Texas. It's just south of Houston. It's going to be on July 12th to the 14th. It'll feature live games, flag football, a golf tournament, tailgating, a pool party, Harish Prasad being injured again, and more. For all the convention details, you can visit simulationfl.net/news/convention to reserve your room, see the event schedule, and more. And I really hope to see everybody there. Harish advising me to calm down, and I agree. It's SFL slightly after dark.
It's entirely your fault, he says.
Yeah, I don't disagree. He's not wrong. Shepard Vicarian, I owe him one now. Shepard Vicarian with a pickup of 4. Fumbled on his last carry. Picked up 4 on that one. Goes back down to the ground. This one going into Sean Sanders' hands. And he'll go and get stuffed right at the line. Tackled by Mojo McLean.
Jacksonville here. You need to find a way to get some more points before this gets way out of hand.
Bruin, 6 of 13 on the day. Pass number 14 goes up top and nearly gets picked off. Shravan Prasad, the brother of Harish.
Shravan can't catch.
Yeah, no, obviously, as you saw there, but was able to swat that one away and brought this drive to a close. And Liam Price will have to punt this one away once again for Jacksonville. So Carolina now with an opportunity to potentially make this game get a little bit out of hand. Already ahead by 2 touchdowns and back in possession of the football with, once again, Rochelle, great starting field position.
Yeah, Carolina's playing like on an arena football field. They only have to go like 45 to 50 yards.
That's it, yeah. Just like the Indoor Football League, who had a game on earlier this evening. I know, Rochelle, you caught a little bit of that on the YouTube stream as well. I was watching a little bit of that earlier on.
Yep, go Blizzards.
Pretty good show. Pretty good production. Mike McBride back on the ground again. Picks up 3. Crossed the 50-yard mark on the day. Still struggling to really get big chunk yardage, though. Just only averaging 2.8 yards per carry. on the night, a little bit under her season average of, it's about 3.6. On her career, she's always averaging over 4 yards per carry, so quieter night for her.
I think Jacksonville scouted her really well. They were prepared to stop her tonight. Ooh.
Sean Bryson, one of them. Sean Bryson gets the carry.
Where did he come from?
Oh, well, he once he found his helmet, he came back out on the field in relief of Harish. Nice block by Hanzo here. Otherwise, that one would have been stopped for very little gain.
You said Hanzo's paid the block. He does a good job of doing that.
That's it. So get an updated look at the team stats. Carolina obviously running away with this one, literally and figuratively. More than double the passing yards. The rushing yards looking about the same. But McBride trying to change that one as she gets 5.
And they keep going to her, and eventually she'll break one.
Second down and 5 now. Once again, going back to Bryson. Bryson not able to get, well, he might have gained something. I think there's another injury on the play, and there is. John Martin now down for Jacksonville. A little bit of retaliation on the field, potentially. I don't want to start any controversy.
Well, the good news is they do have 2 contracted inside linebackers, Mike.
They sure do, yeah. John Martin and Dallas Knowles. We saw Dallas Knowles make some big plays earlier on in the game. The 6'4" rookie will have to try to fill in for Martin, the 6-season vet and one-time All-Star. 3rd down and 2. Right on the edge of scoring range, a little far away at this point for potential field goals. See what they're able to do. And like McBride says, field goal this. Stiff arms a man to the ground. It keeps on going. Gets all the way down to the 24-yard line before she's stopped.
Nice run there by, we'll see if our average goes up here with that run. Yep, up to 3.3.
First down and 10.
McBride with 72 yards down for the day.
3 receivers for Matt South as he's running away from defenders, and he's picked off, and he's not going to be stopped. Tigga Clay all the way to the end zone, and Jacksonville's going to get back in this one, Rochelle, with a pick 6.
Oh, my God. Matt South was hit, and he threw a duck. Quack.
Harish Prasad providing words of encouragement in the chat for Matt South. After Tigga Clay gets a pick 6. What a run back, too. Linebackers not known for their speed, but he got that one.
He had a lineman chasing him.
Yeah, they're definitely not known for their speed. Man, just when it looked like it might get out of hand, Rochelle, they were going for a 3-score advantage, and talk about flipping the script from potentially going for a 3-score lead. Now you only got a 1-score lead again. Carolina will get the ball back, but game just got more interesting.
Yeah, maybe you feel a little bit of momentum going Jacksonville's way, maybe.
First career interception returned for a touchdown for Clay. Congratulations to the linebacker for getting that achievement and getting their team back in the game. Carolina Bachagalupi returning it up to the 29-yard line. And is that jinx on me as well, Rochelle, after I said that it's been a clean game, or I had enough time elapsed that I get a pass?
Never actually
thank
said
goodness.
it. I just said
No, I didn't. No, you saved me. Yeah, I just said, I was looking at the stats, and I'm like, oh, look at this. These quarterbacks have played pretty well tonight. That's
that really
all.
Wasn't, that wasn't really a bad pass. He was hit while he was throwing.
Yeah. They're right. There's some passes that a quarterback makes. It's like, where was he going with that one? But, when you're hit and the ball just comes popping out. Yeah, that could have even potentially been ruled a fumble, but it wouldn't have mattered. It was caught in the air. South going to hand this one off and just absolutely stuck behind the line. McBride could not find a running lane to go through, which is difficult to do when you're trying to run through Taekwon Hale.
Well, like it was a magnet on that guard's back, and just wasn't going around it. Help me.
2nd and 11 after a loss of 1. South still having an efficient day, 10 of 14. Going back down to Bryson, who picks up 7 on the play. 3rd down and 4.
Good job, Bryson, off the bench and doing a pretty good job out there.
Third and 4. 3 wide receiver set. Two minutes to go in the third quarter. South to throw over the middle, and Chris Curtis right in the middle of a triangle of defenders. He gets the first down.
See, the interception didn't phase Matt South at all. He's right back out there, slinging the ball.
Yeah, well, and that's the sign of a veteran quarterback, right? I mean, he's been in the league for 10 seasons, 6 of which have been with Carolina. You got to learn to you got to shake those off and to keep going. I mean, you got a game to win, and Carolina has really been in control of this one, and they still have a touchdown lead, but anything can happen, as we saw in the last drive. McBride gets tackled after a gain of 3. Clay, who got that pick 6, getting the tackle on that one.
This has been a pretty good game so far. I mean, back and forth a little bit, defensive plays.
Yeah. Oh, it's an exciting one. Game's provided a little bit of everything.
Ooh.
That pitch up top doesn't go anywhere. In fact, goes for a loss of a yard. 3rd down and 8, and probably go back down into the hands of Matt South. He's completed over 73% of his passes, though, so doing quite well, and 4 receiving options out there for him now. Chris Curtis, his favorite on the day so far. South rolls out to the left, fires deep down the middle, and that one is incomplete. Was trying to connect with Chase Earl, who's got 1 catch on the day. Unable to haul that one and hit right as he went to make that catch.
Yeah, Carolina's forced a punt here on 4th and 8, giving Jacksonville the ball right back.
Malone Brown to punt this one away. Gonna fall down at about the 10-yard line.
For Jacksonville.
Returned up to the 19. Their favorite spot on the field, Rochelle. They've started many a drive from right about this spot.
I know.
Looking back, the drive summaries, they've started back their own 20, a couple of times inside their own 10. Let's see, 3 times at their own 20, once at their own 27, twice at their own 27, a 4th time at their own 20. They did score a touchdown after starting at their own 21, so let's see what they can do here. Bruin to throw, goes down to the left to Copeland.
There's that 20-yard play.
Gain of 2, and we've got another game update from Cameron Irvine back at SFL Studios.
Thanks, Mike. This game has been crazy in the second half. 5 drives, 5 scores between Vancouver and Indianapolis. It's all tied at 24 with under 4 minutes left. Back to you.
Wow.
Thanks, Cam. Another great game. Oh, and look at that jumping one-handed catch. Connor Weston extending and getting the catch. Gain of 9.
That was very acrobatic and very pretty.
It was. It was a great catch. That brings the third quarter to a close. 3 quarters in the books. 10 minutes remains here from Raleigh, North Carolina. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube.
presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
So injury updates for Harish Prasad and Martin. They both have a sprained wrist. I knew it was retaliatory. Probable for both of them to return. So Rochelle will have to keep our eyes down on the field and see if either one of them comes back out. Now, arguably, a sprained wrist, you know, you're a coach. Wouldn't you just say, tape that up and get him back out there?
Yeah, put some dirt on it.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Harish on the sideline with a bag of frozen peas on his wrist right now as he tries to recover from his horrendous injury. Dot Williams with the carry, gets the first down. It'll be very interesting to see if Jacksonville is able to get a touchdown on this drive as they looking to tie this one back up. First down and 10 from the 34. Bruin, quick pass over the middle, gets the completion, and just getting lost in traffic is Joe Beasley, but able to turn upfield and get 6.
Well, he went backwards, then he went forwards. I'm like, okay. Not a bad play on first down.
Second down and 4 from the 40. Vicarian. Feels like it's been a while since we've mentioned Lord Vicarian, as Gerald and I like to call him. Why? I don't know. It's a nickname we assigned in the minor league.
But that's a big back coming at you.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. 6'2", about 230 pounds. That's a big dude, you know.
It is.
Then you get, especially when some of the corners have to go and try to tackle him, anywhere between 200 and 210 pounds. The guy's got a bit of a size advantage. Bruin throws down the left side, tipped and incomplete. A dangerous pass for Shell, throwing into triple coverage.
They're testing Davis and Joseph tonight for sure. It's a second deflection.
It's not a guy I would test. I would try to avoid throwing that direction. You're only going to get so many attempts his way before it's going to get picked. 2 receivers set now on second down. Trying to get into Carolina territory here. And they do, as Connor Weston jumps up, plucks that one down. First down for the Kings.
That time Connor Weston ran a perfect route. Got himself wide open in the middle of the field. Easy pitching catch. Skippy Curtis hit him at the end, though.
Indeed, she did. I formation now on first down.
What is Harish doing in the chat?
Bruin under pressure, and down he goes. Shervon Prasad gets into the backfield. He might not be able to catch Rochelle, but he can certainly get a sack.
He definitely can tackle, Mike. Never contested that.
6-yard loss on the sack for Prasad.
Oof. Never saw him.
Got 4 sacks now on the season. Top 10 in the league in tackles for a loss. Too. Rochelle came into tonight's game with 16. 7th best in the league. Weston in motion. Lines up in the slot position down at the bottom. Bruin under pressure again. And that one was almost picked off. Danny Stinson got his hands on it. Couldn't haul it in. But a third and very long 16 yards to go.
And that time, I'm thinking he was hit as he was throwing the ball that time in the back.
Yeah. Still had a decent looking pass come out, but definitely had to probably release that before he wanted to. Carolina backs off a little bit on this 4-receiver look.
Prevent.
And Bruin's going to take it himself, at least try to get in field goal range and hit.
Wide.
Yeah. Nice gain on the play. Got about 7 on the ground, but not enough for the first. And, yeah, they're going to send the punter out there, Liam Price. They're still a little far away for a field goal. But silver lining, Rochelle, for the Kings is that
Carolina.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know, well, that one was a little bit too good of a kick. So he catches it 2 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback. So not quite as far back as they wanted, but at least, Carolina's not starting at their own midfield.
That's a win. Another
That's
big
a win.
80 yards instead of 50.
Got to look for the wins that you can take away from any situation. So Carolina back out on the field on offense. Matt South, 11 of 16, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick so far on the night. Ike McBride, 74 yards on the ground.
Ooh.
Make that 76. Second down and 8. Tackled on the play by Alex Bond.
Yeah, Alex Bond was all over that one.
South under center on second down. Gets this one back down into the hands of Bryson as Prasad continues to nurse the sprain.
He's being a depot on the sideline.
Well, you said it. I said he was nursing his injury. I'd tell my running back to carry it in the other hand, but what do I know? 3rd and 4. South.
Ooh.
Deep down the middle, and that one is incomplete. Tried to hit Riley Quintero. Well covered by Roy Towers.
Good defensive stand by Jacksonville.
Yeah, for sure. Quick 3 and out. That's what they needed.
This could get interesting.
I agree. It's been interesting all game so far. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect track for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Ball at midfield. So by far, Rochelle, the best starting field position for Jacksonville. And that's what punting on that last drive did for them. You know, they didn't pin Carolina back as deep as they would have liked, but made them start at their own 20. They got the 3 and out. Now look at them. They got the ball at midfield. Back to arena football we go.
Yes.
Offset eye in the backfield. And they're going to go back down to the ground game. Lord Vicarian gets 4 yards. Another bruising run.
He's a bruising back.
He sure is. And you're right. He's got the speed. He's got some wheels like Sanders does.
He doesn't look it.
He's just, yeah. He's just, it's like,
I mean, look at him. Look, he's bigger than the fullback.
Well, I think that's actually, who was that back there? I don't think that's Vicarian. No, that was weirdly Connor Weston back there. That one goes, yeah, switching things up a little bit just to mess with us. Yeah, Connor Weston lining up at halfback, and you got Dot Williams out there.
Wow, okay, it was a tight end that's so big out there.
Yep.
It's like, wow. Oh, look at him. He's still big out there, Mike.
He sure is, yeah. Delayed handoff this time to Vicarian. Oh, huh. Yeah, so that's what we were just talking about on that last drive. So the 6'2", 230-pound Shepard Vicarian just ran into the 5'11", 201-pound Skippy Curtis, and Curtis went sailing for her efforts. 2nd down and 1 after a 9-yard pickup.
And yeah, Tristan Hatley out there who's 6 foot tall and 206 pounds. Imagine that collision.
Yep.
Oh.
This one going down to the little fella, Sean Sanders. Can only pick up about 2.5 feet on the carry. It'll be a 3rd down and inches coming up.
Nice stop by number 20, Christelle, rather strong safety.
Short pickup needed to get the first. They're in field goal range, but less than 5 minutes to go. They really want to get that touchdown on this drive. Pitch up top. Vicarian getting around, getting the first down, and getting tackled around the 27-yard line, brought down on the play by Ibari Aman Eglin.
He was pretty quick, fast getting to the outside that time. He just doesn't look very fast.
Copeland moving up top. Less than 4 minutes to go. Bruin, throws into double coverage, and that one's incomplete. Lucky to come away without turning that one over. Kingston Ellington, his intended target, second down.
Good coverage by Mojo McLean.
Yeah, that was excellent coverage. I've already seen one pick six by a linebacker tonight. Could have seen a second. Bruin to throw. Under pressure, throws over the middle. That one's caught. Went back to Ellington again, Rochelle, and got it that time. First and goal from the 10. They'll go into the hurry up after the 17, 18-yard pickup there. And they're going to go towards the end zone, and that one's incomplete. Connor Weston, he had it in his hands. It would have been a touchdown to tie it up. They must have liked the look they had on the field, Rochelle.
Definitely, if you're Connor Weston, you have to hang on to those. You were in the end zone. It was in your hands.
Word from the sideline is that Carolina is actually allergic to picks, which makes sense on why they wouldn't pick that off. I hope they have EpiPens down in their first aid kit, just in case it's needed. Second and goal from the 10. Bruin to throw, pressure coming, up top, end zone, touchdown! Joe Beasley into the end zone, and that will be after the extra point, the game-tying touchdown with about 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this one. What a game.
What a perfect throw by O.J. Bruin to throw where only his receiver could catch it. The defender was right behind him.
O.J. Bruin started off the game a little bit slow and has kind of turned things around since that time. Now 6 of 10 on the last 10 passes. Good for about 56 yards and a touchdown. Started off 0 for 4, as you will recall, Rochelle, and then completed the next 4. It's been kind of hit and miss, as you even just saw in the last 10 passes there. 12 of 24, a little over 100 yards, but 2 passing touchdowns for Bruin. So, listen, I'll take it. Kick goes back into the end zone, takes a knee, and we've got an update from Indianapolis. Cameron Irvine, take it away.
Thank you, Mike. It's more than a chance for Vancouver, but look at this kick. Oh, he almost missed it. Curved it at the last second. Vancouver in a walk-off wins over Indy 27-24. Legion now 5-4. Indy 4-5. Back to you for your photo finish.
Thank you, Cam. So ultimately what you're saying is I won both picks this week against Gerald. That was the big takeaway there. Thank you for the update.
Oh my gosh.
McBride.
That's all you got from that?
That's all I got from that. Second down and 5 after McBride picks up 5. I cherry pick the facts that I wish to know the most. 2-0.
Cam called Joe because he's sleeping and tell him.
Yeah, he's getting his beauty rest. Still have Sean Bryson on the field for the Skyhawks. But he's able to pick up the first down there.
Bryson's been doing a good job out there, Mike.
Yeah, he has. I mean, Harish Prasad watch continues as we wait to see if he comes back from his injury. Currently no backs on the field for Carolina. They're going to throw. Oh, never mind. South's going to run it.
Ooh.
Oh, and he pays the price. Oh, take a Clay. Lights him up.
He's lucky to get up from that hit.
I agree.
Slide.
Not only is he lucky to get up from that hit, but he also is lucky to have held on to that ball. A punishing hit like that, I'm surprised the ball didn't pop out. Really surprised.
These quarterbacks need to go to sliding school.
Yeah, right. McBride gets the first down. As we tick closer to the 2-minute warning. Tie ball game, 21 apiece. Carolina probably get after this 2 minutes. I bet they're going to go into the mode of just trying to be the last team to score. They're going to try to just get themselves in field goal range. See if they can kick that game-winning kick. 2 minutes to go. Hey, we got an exciting ball game. Thank you for everybody who's joining us from the Vancouver-Indianapolis game. An exciting finish there. We're due for an exciting finish here as well. This is how you end Week 10 SFL action over the weekend. And we still, of course, have the Monday Night Spectacular tomorrow night. Rochelle, another great weekend of SFL football. This has been exciting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, game, on the other side of us was last minute. We're in with 2 minutes left, and we're all tied up.
Oh, Ike McBride saving her best running for last. Only a pickup of 3, but causing some pain along the way. 2nd down and 7. Listen, I needed a good, exciting weekend. I've got jury duty this week, so. Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Do you think you actually were picked for jury duty?
I've been selected. Lucky me.
I never get selected.
Well, I get selected to go, and they'll probably kick me out tomorrow. We'll see. With any luck. Hattori Hanzo, better late than never, sir. Gets a pickup of 4, his first carry of the ball game. Sets up Carolina with a 3rd and 3. So, Rochelle, what do you do if you don't gain any yards here? Do you go for it or do you punt?
I think I would punt.
Yeah, I'd punt too. Sometimes I like to, roll the dice, but this would not be one of those times. Matt South looks. He's going to try to get it himself. Spins, holds on to the ball, but actually loses a yard for his efforts, and a timeout is called by Jacksonville. They want to save some time for their offense because Carolina will indeed punt this one away. Malone Brown on to punt and should be able to pin Jacksonville back deep. Fair catch called for. Not as deep as I thought. Fair catch called for back at their own 27, where they have started at least one drive. Let's see. They had one at the 27. Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yep. Oh, well.
Either 19, 20, or 27. And once, with really good field position.
Yeah, that one time at midfield. So, but here we go. Jacksonville, after trailing most of the game, they've got 1 minute, 2 timeouts to try to get in field goal range. O.J. Bruin throws over the middle and has a nice completion. Jim Copeland Jr. gets the catch. That clock will continue to roll.
They're not getting timeouts.
Yeah, well, now Jacksonville's playing that whole be the last one to score role.
Yeah, they got a long way to go.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have let the clock roll quite yet. 39 seconds to go, and they're going to hand this off.
What are they doing?
Vicarian. All right, somebody call timeout. There we go.
Do they want to go to overtime?
Well, I guess 2 games in a row wasn't enough for me, Rochelle. I don't know. I should say 8 quarters wasn't enough. I need 9. That's what Jacksonville's thinking right now.
No, nothing like free football.
Hey, whatever. Like I said, I needed this weekend because tomorrow's not going to be any fun. So I'm in. Let's go to overtime.
I have to work. I don't know. Maybe it's going to do better than working. I don't know.
Yeah, I can take a nap. They'll never know. I'll just say I'm deep in thought. Bruin, quick pass into double coverage, but it's caught. Connor Weston gets another contested catch. Probably about 12 yards away from field goal range here. Bruin. Oh, he's sacked, brought down. And they have the one timeout left. They should have called it there, but now they get back to the line in a hurry. 2nd and 15. Bruin to throw. Heaves down the right side. It's caught. Joe Beasley gets the catch. They're still not going to call the timeout. We're going to take that to the bank? I don't know. 3 seconds left now. They call the timeout. So I guess we're going to go for a Hail Mary.
What is going on?
Chaos, madness, and hysteria. Yeah. Ultimately, they were saving that timeout to see if they could get in field goal range and then call a timeout. So logistically, I get it. I do get it. But it also cost them the opportunity to even try to get in field goal range now. So 3rd and 6. Bruin down the right side. That one is incomplete. Time expires. Rochelle, we got free football.
Yes.
Going to overtime. 4 quarters isn't enough to decide this one. It's the 20th and final matchup between these two franchises. We couldn't have it end after 4. We're going to 5.
Wow. In our overtime rules, I mean, first one that scores, they win.
Yeah, in any fashion. A field goal, a safety, a linebacker pick six. Harish Prasad coming off of the bench with his ailing wrist and running it all the way in. You just never know what might happen now. I'm Mike Daggs. She's Rochelle Colston. Got Ike McBride and Stephen Hacker with us. Also working overtime for free now. Cameron Irvine, our commissioner, who doesn't pay for these extra quarters. But we love
get
him.
paid.
I mean, no. Carolina's going to start with the ball here in overtime. A lot of wind heading that direction, so that could potentially benefit Jacksonville if they're able to get this ball back. Slightly longer field goal range for Jacksonville here in this overtime quarter, and Carolina would have to get a little bit closer.
I expect tacos at the convention, Mike. That's my payment.
There you go. You got it. Jacksonville in overtime this season, they won at Charleston 23-20 back on January 20th. That was their first win of the season back in week 2. South to throw on the first play of overtime. Gets this one into the hands of Riley Quintero.
The reception in the evening comes in overtime.
Carolina has also gone to overtime this season, Rochelle, and they also won that game versus Alamo City, and that was also their first win of the season. But it wasn't in week 2, it was in week 4. One of these teams will not win in their second overtime game of the season, though. That pitch not able to gain any yard. Now they spot him 1. 3rd down and 4. What do you do here? Do you put it in the hands of South, or do you try to see if Ike McBride can get that first down?
I think I'm on the pass here, Mike.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. McBride averaging about 3 yards per carry. Prasad, ironically, was averaging 4.2 before the injury. They will indeed throw. South looking to pass, dumps it down. A nice light throw to Chris Curtis. A little touch on that ball. It's nice to see that. Getting that pass to Curtis and getting the first down.
You don't see that very often.
You don't, no.
Rockets.
Yeah, the quarterbacks in this league, they love to throw it on a rope, a frozen rope as they call it, just laser beaming that ball in there, but a little bit of touch from Matt South. Ike McBride back in the fold, as she'll pick up 2 yards on that carry, 2nd down and 8.
Jacksonville's not really showing any pressure right here either.
No, they're playing a little bit conservative. You know, they don't want to give up the big play. Which I understand, you know, if Carolina gets in field goal range, it's all but over. So get an updated look at the team stats. Very even now. It was very lopsided for Carolina earlier on, but a very even ball game here. Chris Curtis moves down to the bottom now. Ball is handed off to, McBride getting a nice carry there. Gets the first down and crosses the 40-yard line.
Nice run by McBride. Put that head down.
Three receivers set here on first down from the 41. Look at this run here. Sean Bryson looking to move up that depth chart here in Carolina. Gets an 8-yard pickup.
He's done an
Setting
excellent job.
Oh, yeah.
Prasad's
Oh,
back there.
fantastic. Doing a great job in relief duty of Prasad.
Maybe the coach said Prasad to stay on the bench.
Back-to-back 100-yard running games for Ike McBride. Unofficially 101 so far tonight, and adding on to that total as we speak. A 3rd down and 1 as she picks up another yard onto that total. And that's always helpful to an offense, Rochelle, is we get the official updated numbers for McBride now on the 100-yard mark on the nose. Always helpful to have a good running game.
Definitely. And both these teams have actually had a pretty good running game tonight.
Yeah. The rushing attack on both sides has been fantastic. It's been fun to watch. Big third down here. Bryson, can he continue the magic? He can! Gets the first down, gets into Jacksonville territory, and keeps the drive alive for the Skyhawks.
Carolina just using all of this clock up.
They sure are. But this overtime will run forever if nobody scores. Let's hope that doesn't happen. McBride. Oh, she breaks to the outside and gets them into field goal range and more. Ike McBride stepping out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge pickup for Ike McBride and the Skyhawks.
Well, that was her biggest run of the night. And what a time for it to come.
Absolutely. Right after we get done talking about how great the running game has been, McBride says, I need to pick up that average a little bit. Now approaching 4 yards per carry. Crossed the 120-yard mark all the way down at the 25-yard line.
What? We're not kicking that field goal here?
Nah, they probably want to get a little bit closer and make sure. Remember, the wind is blowing at them, so it's not even a guarantee from here. And you saw that highlight from Vancouver as Bryson takes another 5-yard carry. That Vancouver highlight, that kick was really going left before it curved back right. I'd want to get a little bit closer too, and especially with how McBride and Bryson have been running tonight.
Yeah, and if I was Matt South, I would not throw the ball.
No. Even if that was the play that was called, I'd be like, yeah, sure, okay, here, Ike, it's yours. Run. And that is indeed what they do. As this drive, there you go. That might be it right there. This drive over 4 minutes now, the longest of the night. And it couldn't have come at a better time for the Skyhawks. Yeah. Wait, took all the way till the 5th quarter to have a drive this long. And the field goal.
Here we go.
Yeah, field goal being called for right now. A 31-yard attempt from the left hash. Malone Brown on the field to give the Skyhawks their 4th win on the season. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way. It's up. It's good. And the Skyhawks win the game.
Wow. What an impressive drive. Coming in overtime.
It was back and forth there for a little while. Carolina had been out in front for quite a bit of the game, but Jacksonville made it interesting. That's how the 20th matchup between a pair of teams should go, and what a way to conclude the long history between these two franchises. A classic game that ended in overtime, and it took halfway through that overtime period before it finally got wrapped up. Rochelle, as we take a peek at the final stats of the game, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, like I said, it was a great game by both teams. Both teams had great running games. Jacksonville, finally got their passing game going towards the end. Matt South had a decent game, except his 1 interception is 1 mistake. But great game by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. A great game indeed. Jacksonville will fall to 2-6 on the season. Carolina will improve to 4-5. Next up for the Jacksonville Kings, they hit the road into Seattle. They will take on the Nemesis. And for Carolina next week, they hit the road and take on the Louisiana Revolution. So still a lot of football left in the season. A lot that can happen throughout the rest of this one. They might be 4th and 5th in the division right now, but still anything can happen. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. Carolina gets the win 24-21. For Rochelle Colston, Ike McBride, Stephen Hacker, Cameron Irvine, and Matt Wilson, who's always with me in spirit, I'm Mike Dykes. Thanks for joining us. Be kind to one another. Always choose happy. Have a great night.